Kahaloyim Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock of Israel. Shalom and salutation to you. Akim, pushing the words of truth and sincerity. I'm Rapamath Abaratazah. This word is going to be a quick lesson, straight to the point. And I was watching, Cat Williams. Anyway, the interview, he says, trampoline skin. That skin that, things bounce back. And that's all. It's about having trampoline skin, From what I believe in the context of how we used it, is that everything doesn't affect you. You don't ever let every single thing affect you. Trampoline skin, or thick skin, they call it. All right. Iron skin, tough skin. All right. Thick skin. You can deal with whatever said about you, towards you, and you deal with it tactfully and tastefully. Man, we come into a time in which, the Lord is just qualifying men. He's just qualifying us through and through. And these examples are being made out of men who don't have that, trampoline skins type of mentality. Instead they want to bite back or, fight back about every little thing said about you, man. Who cares? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is protecting his elect, you see. And the thing is, don't get caught up in anything, man. Learn how to have that trampoline skin. If it's something that you reflect on it. Just understand at the moment you hear it, it might not be the way you wanted to hear it. So what, man? See the bigger picture, see the light within the tunnel. If somebody didn't say anything sometimes, that means they don't care. So, ultimately, man, you want to deal with the chastisement and the affliction that the Lord sent with you. And you want to deal with it tastefully, man. You don't want to be that example that's being made out of men who just can't deal and don't have that type of skin that could just deal with it. So this is Sirach 2:1. I'm telling this is going to be a rapid fire. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Man, prepare for temptation. What you think it was going to feel like? A joyous ride? It's not. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So I'm going to leave it at that. Constantly endure. Endure means to be made hard, right? Proverbs 21:23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue, keepeth his soul from troubles. So there it is. In the NLT, watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Don't say shit, man. You don't need everything said to you about you does not need a response. Don't give it one, man. More than anything, your response is not going to be as tasteful as you wanted it to be. But if you give yourself time to calm down or relax and shit, you realize it didn't need a response at all, and you almost messed up by giving a response. This goes for everything: work, job, dealing amongst the fold. However it needs to be applied, apply it. Just keep your mouth shut half the time, man. You get out of getting more trouble with your mouth open. Proverbs 19:11. Discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. What does that mean? NLT, sensible people control their temper. They earn respect by overlooking wrong. So control your temper, man. Nobody's out here trying to control the next man's temper. Nobody's out here trying to do that. You have to have self-control, and you get that by having thick skin. Stop letting every little passing word frustrate you, bother you. And we all got to practice and rehearse that. You got to be prepared. Just like a sensible person or a man with discretion. You're waiting for that situation of anger and disruption so that you could prove yourself in that time. It's coming. So just prepare ahead by telling yourself, the next time somebody says something or does something that I find offensive or bothersome or triggering, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to let it pass. I'm going to notice the emotions rising up in me, the upset feelings or the feeling of shame. I'm just going to allow that to pass on through and just take a deep breath and recognize that's not the end of the world. All right. I'm not dead. I'm not dying. And this feeling and emotion is going to pass, man. And it was better that you said nothing than spoke up in your anxiety and your wrath and your frustration. It's just better that you just have that type of skin that you can understand that certain things within those things that you might find offensive, there's something that you need to hear. There's something that you needed to hear, or else the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wouldn't have allowed you to even hear it in the first place. So don't go about seeking to hear things that'll piss you off. But when they come to your ear, you just let it ride, let it subside. It'll give it time. You won't be as upset and as angry as you were when you first heard it. Granted. James 4:6, but he giveth grace, giveth more grace. Wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Submit yourselves therefore to Yahweh and resist the devil, he will flee from you. Sometimes that's Satan in the air. Man, you're going to let that, as soon as something said about you, if you're not used to anybody having any type of critique about you, you're going to be like, man, this, you know, Satan in your ear, just crawling, seeping up in you, trying to divide, trying to cause you to use less bad judgment, poor judgment. Right? Your base beast self is trying to come out, right? That old man, so to speak. Nah, man. Be renewed every day. Even if that means the small steps of when you hear something or your name come up, stop caring so much. Stop being, look, man, your name is going to be dragged through the mud in various ways. Starting with Apostle the Hall, starting with our apostles. Even going back to the apostles of old, the ancient prophets of old, even going back to Yahushua, all right, whose name hasn't been dragged through the mud, who honestly, sincerely believes in his word. And so don't let it worry you, don't let it trouble you. Have trampoline skin, man. Bounce back harder, bounce back stronger. And from that, you're going to lead by example of what not to do every time. How not to mess up every single time. Call hello, Yim Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hello, when this video is edifying, to the point. Till next time, Shalom.